Basic Math, Chapter 3, Section 7. Regrouping with zeros. When you subtract from zeros, regroup more than once. So let's see what we mean with example 1. Subtract 8,000 minus 5,624. Step 1. Regroup for more hundreds. So the 8,000 is on top and 5,624 is underneath, and everything is lined up in nice rows, columns. So what do we need to do? Let's start regrouping. The 8 has a number that isn't 0. We can take one of those, and now 8 becomes 7. We give the next column the 10, so we add 1 to 0 to make 10. Well, we still need to go more, so that's step 2. Let's regroup for more 10s. Since the hundreds has a 10 now, let's regroup 1. 10 becomes 9. We give one of those to the tens column. Now the tens column has 10. 0 plus 10 is 10. Step 3. Regroup for more ones. Then we can subtract beginning in the ones place. Since the tens column has 10, we regroup one of them, so now it's one less, it's 9. And we regroup that one we took away to the ones column. 0 ones plus 10 makes 10. Then subtract the 4 to get 6. 9 minus 2 is 7. 9 minus 6 is 3. 7 minus 5 is 2. The difference between 8,000 and 5,624 is 2,376. Remember, 1,000 equals 10 hundreds, 100 is 10 tens, and 110 is 10 ones. Example 2. Subtract 200 minus 109. Step 1. Regroup in every place. So we can't take 9 from 0. We can't regroup from 0 because there's nothing there. There's just a 0. So we have to come to something that has a number other than 0, which is 2 in the hundreds place value column. 2 becomes 1. The tens become 10. Then we can regroup from that 10 tens, take one of those, make it 9, give it to the ones column. 0 plus 10 is 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 0 is 9. 1 minus 1 is nothing. We don't have to write that again. The difference between 200 and 109 is 91. Practice A. Subtract. Remember, you need to regroup for more ones, tens, hundreds as needed. Number 1, 600 minus 276. So we can make the 6 become 5. Then we get 10 tens. We can regroup one of those so it becomes 9, and that 1 goes to the ones. So now we have 10 ones. 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 7 is 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. So that's how we can regroup across zeros. Practice B. Subtract. Remember to regroup whenever you need to. So we In number 11, we can't take 7 things away from 0 things, so we can regroup. 4 tens becomes 3 tens. We regroup one of the tens to the ones column. Now there's 10 minus 7 is 3. 6 is bigger than 3, so we need to regroup. But there's nothing in the hundreds column, there's just a 0. So we go to the thousands, and now we can regroup one of those, so it's now 6. Give it to there. Then we can regroup. So 10 becomes 9, 13. So 13 minus 6 is 7. 9 take away nothing is 9. 6 take away nothing is still 6. So that's how we can regroup whenever we need to. Practice C. Subtract. Remember to line up the digits by place value. Let's do 28 first for more space. The first number goes on top when you see it side by side. 1500 goes first. Then you're subtracting 783. Line them up, get everything in a row. Now, I can't take 3 from 0. I can't regroup from 0. So I come to the number that has something besides 0. So 500s becomes 400s. Regroup one of those to the tens column. Regroup 10 tens to make 9 tens and give that one regroup to the ones. Now we have 10 ones minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 8 is 1. Oh, I can't take 4 from 7, so I need to regroup. So I'll regroup this 1,000. Now we have 0 thousands. Give that one regroup to the hundreds. 14 minus 7 is 7. 0 minus 0 is still 0. We don't need to rewrite that. The answer is 717. So that's how we can remember to line up the digits by place value to subtract. Let's take a look at a problem that we might face every day. The number of seats at baseball stadiums are not the same. Use the table to answer the questions. How many fewer seats are available in Wrigley Field than in the Astrodome? So here's Wrigley Field. Here's the Astrodome. So we've got 53,821. Subtract 38,765. So we regroup. Oh, I can't take 6 from 1, so we regroup. And get 5. 7 minus 7 is 0. I can't take 8 from 3, so we regroup. 13 minus 8 is 5. 4 minus 3 is 1. So there are 15,056 fewer seats. Number 2. How many more seats are available in 3Com Park than in Shea Stadium? So 3Com Park and Shea Stadium are right here. So let's take a look and see how many more. So what's the difference? 63,000. 55,601. So we've got 0, 0, 0 across the top of 63,000. So I've got 601 here on this bottom number. I'm going to have to regroup across these zeros. This 3 is something that's not 0, so we'll give that to the hundreds column. Then we can regroup. Now 1 less than 10 is 9. Then 1 goes to the tens column. Now I can take 1 from the 10, and it goes to the ones column. Now I can take 1 from 10 and get 9. I can take 0 from 9, that's still 9. I can take 6 away from 9, and that's 3. Oh, I can't take 5 from 2, so I need to regroup again. That 6 becomes 5, and I give the regrouped amount to the 2. 12 minus 5 is 7. 5 minus 5 is 0. I don't need to rewrite that again. The answer is 7,399 more seats in 3Com. Number 3. Suppose that an extra 20,000 seats were added to Wrigley Field. Would the stadium then have more seats than 3Com? Well, 3Com has 63,000. Wrigley Field had started with 38. So let's do this with step 1. 38,765 plus 20,000 more. It's going to give us 58,765. The question was, if we had these 20,000 seats added to Wrigley Field, would the stadium then have more than 3Com? So 58,765 is less than 63,000. So the answer would be no. It would not have more. Please practice in your workbook, Chapter 3, Section 7. Thank you.